So nice outside. Guys, what's up? So, today we're going to talk about solo travel, my experience, and some tips that I have for you guys if you want to do it. Let's get started. Okay, so first off, I'm sitting here at a park next to this beautiful fountain right here. And the library's behind me, and then across from me is, I think it's a university. So, my experience is that solo travel has just grown me so much as a person. Like, it pushes you to be out of your comfort zone. And I know that we like to be in our comfort zone and all comfy, but like, you grow so much as a person when you just learn and experience new things by yourself. When you're solo traveling, I think that you really learn about yourself and like you really like learn how like to set boundaries and to push yourself to do things that you don't want to do and just to like really be in the moment, I guess. Let's learn about yourself. Like you learn what you do like, what you don't want to hang around with, things that you can tolerate, and like it just really like it helps you to grow because you're just like out by yourself. You can't rely really on anybody. You gotta do it yourself. So yeah, it's a good thing. Like you're pushing yourself to be a better person in a way. Another great thing about solo travel, friendships. So when you solo travel, you can make friends when you travel with a group of people, yes, but I think it's easier and it's more like a deeper friendship kind of when you're by yourself and you're just learn getting to know somebody. Friendships that you make when you're traveling are just a special kind of something that will always be there. And I did see this thing on TikTok where this guy's like, travel flings are like another kind of something because like you can meet somebody and within like the next few days you guys have like really done deep talks and like you like know each other like better than anybody else has ever known you ever. And then a few days later you leave and then it's like it's done and gone, chapters are closed. I have made so many friends over the world. Like it's crazy. Like when I was traveling in the states, I met so many people from different states that like if I want to go there, I can just be like, "Hey, what you guys up to? Let's get together." And it's honestly like so cool because like friends in different states. Yes, guys. So right now I'm in Australia. Uh, yes, we out here, girl. And I know that by the time I leave, I'm gonna have friends from the UK, one in Ireland. And I know one of my coworkers, and we hang out a lot. So I know that I'm gonna be like, if I want to visit Australia, I know that I can come see her, and she'll be here. So that's kind of cool to know that I can always come back and visit if I wanted to. And every time I meet up back with friendships from like when we met the first place, it's always like where we left off. It's like always a blast. So it's just cool. So your surrounding. I feel like when you're traveling, you have to be more aware of just everything around you because you're by yourself and you just have to stay alert, kind of. So I'm always like aware of what's happening around me. Like there was just like this group of tourists that were just checking out the fountain, and I'm always aware of when there's people around me. Because I yeah, and when you solo travel, you have to figure stuff out yourself, as you know, because you're by yourself. So you got to figure out how to get to a place, how to book stuff. You gotta plan your activities, get some food. So you gotta do all that stuff yourself. I think it's obvious because you know you're solo traveling. Okay, so I feel like when you're solo traveling, you really feel confident. I mean, you might not feel confident in yourself, but when you meet somebody who has never solo traveled by yourself and you've done it, they they just think you're so brave, and you should be proud of that because you are. And when you're doing it, you might not feel confident, but it will make you more confident either after or while during your trip. It just makes you feel more independent and like, yes, you're a dolphin. The flies again, they're trying to eat me. The wind dying down, so that's why. Another thing I feel like when you solo travel is that you can be authentically you. Like, you don't have to care what anybody thinks. Like me, for example, like I'm sitting in a public place and I'm making this YouTube video. And do I care? A little bit, but you know, I just rather record outside than be inside because I just like the vibe outside. So I'm gonna do it anyways. So you don't need to pretend for nobody. Nobody really cares. Like they might look at you like briefly, but then they're gonna forget about you. You like you just be you. You know, it's freeing to just not have to do what people want and how they want to do things. So yeah, just do whatever. By the way, this is a mic. This thing right here. I know most people don't carry their mics in front of their YouTube video or whatever, but it sounds better since there's a loud water fountain right behind me, and I just bought this yesterday, okay, and I'm still trying to learn how to use it, and it is a clip on, and it's too far to hear it if I put it on my shirt. It sounds weird, so I'm just gonna hold it in my hand. So that's why my head been like this. Can you hear that? So many beautiful nature sounds outside. That's why I love taking videos outside. Like a walkie-talkie, you know. There's okay. So sometimes when I'm on longer trips, I feel, or sometimes you get the travel blues. No, you just gotta listen to what your body says, and sometimes you gotta know when to push through. So it's just it's just a learning experience. Everything's just learning, constantly learning, and that's not a bad thing. It is amazing thing to just keep growing as a person. As you said hi to me. That was the first person who passed by who said hi. I was like, I'm not doing that to you. The other thing is post travel blues. That's also just when you feel nostalgic and stuff afterwards about all the stuff that you experience. Okay, so I have two main tips for you guys for when you go solo travel. You're thinking about it. First one is be prepared. There are a few things that you should generally be prepared about. So, research. So, you should just make sure you kind of know what's happening. Like, I don't really watch the news because I don't want to know the bad stuff, if I'm honest. But you should know, like, just like weather stuff and illegal stuff, you know, just the broad research stuff or just everything. You could just research everything. If you are traveling to a different country, I would suggest you learn their home language because it just makes the experience so much better and it's just cool and you can always work on your language skills and become better in that language that you're doing. So yeah, so learn that language. Okay, so be alert. Like I said earlier in the video, like just always be aware of your surroundings. If you're like walking, if you're going to walk somewhere, then I suggest that you put one earphone in and not two, so you can always just be able to like hear cars honking or somebody saying something. Then just be careful. Yeah, just be aware of your surroundings. Like if you want to go out at nighttime into the city or something, you want to go out, then just make sure you get home safe. Like just all these things, just be prepared. So two things I love so much. Just kidding. I don't love it. I just use them a lot, and they're so helpful to me when I travel. Is one a portable charger because my phone dies so fast. I could not even tell you like just a few hours and my phone's dead. I love to take pictures. That's probably one of the reasons, and I love to listen to music all the time. So that's also another reason that my phone can be dying so fast. But just have a portable charger just makes it much more where I don't have to stress about worrying about it dying. So I would suggest that's a good thing to have with you a lot. I literally carry it like everywhere with me. The other thing is a tripod. So when I travel, I love to take pictures to capture where I am. Yes, you can ask strangers, but I don't want to talk to strangers. Not all the time. So I just bring a tripod with you, and you can take pictures yourself, bestie. Most of the time, when you ask a stranger, anyways, it doesn't turn out very good. So you got to do it yourself sometimes. And just get a tripod, and you can take beautiful pictures. Like you can check out my Instagram. They're not pro pictures, but I love how my pictures turn out. It's just and they're so fun to do, honestly. And it just makes me feel more confident and just happy because I just love to take pictures. So I always have a backpack with me because it's just something that's convenient and easy to carry. And you should always carry a water bottle with you to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. And a backpack is pretty much what it can only fit my water bottle because this is my water bottle. You see, it's on my stickers. Check it out. Yeah, I love it. I love my water bottle. So yeah, I just usually carry a bag with me. It just makes life easier. You don't have to get one, but I would suggest it's good to have carrying around to carry your stuff, little snacks, water bottle, portable charger, just little random kind of stuff. There's humans again. Pause. Okay, so the second main tip that I have for you is that it is what you make it because you literally can decide what you want to do. It's it all comes down to you and your choices and reactions that you make to it is how the outcome will turn out. So I learned to go with the flow because I just learned that both personally and while traveling is that everything is not going to go your way. No matter how hard you want it, it's just not. There are just some things out there that you can't control. I know, sucks, right? But that's also the exciting part at the same time. Sometimes the weather can have other plans and it can cancel certain activities that you wanted to do. You can't control the weather and you can't control other people's actions. Weather's just gonna happen and it's gonna cancel plans. Well, you gotta make new ones. Okay? Be spontaneous. You might even meet some cool people just from those change of plans because it changed their plans too. You just gotta look on the bright side. Like there's always a bright side to things, and I guess the word is optimistic. I think that's what the word is for always looking on the bright side. But literally, change your mindset. That's all that it is. Like you can have a blast, even on a cloudy, rainy day or a super windy day. It just all depends on how you react and what you do afterwards. So you just think about that. Like just choose to have a great time, and you will have a great time. That's just how it works, in my experience, anyways. So overall, just have fun and be you. Don't need to pretend for nobody. So just have a blast. Okay, just have a good time, but be safe at the same time. Again, be aware of your environment and don't put yourself in a bad situation. I forgot to say that, like, under the prepared, mostly for the girlies, I suggest you take a self defense class. I haven't taken them yet, but I feel like it would be so cool to just have that knowledge, available. And, girls are always getting hit on. They're usually smaller than that person, but I'm kind of big, so I, I don't necessarily worry about that. But yeah, so take a self defense class. Those are pretty cool to just be able to do. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you got something out of this video. And I hope that you try solo travel at least one time. At least. Gotta do one at least. If you have any questions or comments, you can comment them down below. I'd be happy to answer them. You can check out my channel for more travel content. I hope you guys have a good day or good night or whatever time of day it is for you guys. And try to